In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the CMF Pros, which were sent out directly to me by CMF. This is fully my opinion. They have not seen this video before, and everything you hear is my own thoughts and my honest opinion. So let's get into the unboxing. So when you open up the CMF Headphones Pro, you get the manual, of course, which we don't tend to look at, right? And then straight off the bat, you get the headphones themselves, which do normally have a sticker on here, but I've been using them, of course. Then inside the box, you do get a nice little CMF by nothing bag to store your headphones, which is quite nice. They're obviously not going to save it from being dropped or anything, but then the other thing you do get is a 3.5mm. Now we've had a look at the unboxing, I just want to talk about the build quality of these, and I really do take into account that these are £79 in the UK, and I'll put up on the screen how much they are in dollars. But overall, I've got some mixed opinions on these, purely because of some of the design choices that they've made. They are good, but there's some that really do nag me. I've owned these for a few weeks now. I got them on the week of release, so I have been wearing them quite often daily, so I can give you my most honest answer possible. And first of all, the ear cup design. Obviously they are modular, and that was one of the big selling points with these CMF headphones, so you can get the other colors and just pop them on, pop them off as you please, which it's quite cool. Bit of a gimmick, but obviously if you've got like this style, which is essentially black, they call it dark grey, but it's your blacks, and then you put like the orange ear cups on this, then it does actually look really good, to be honest. The other things that I want to mention as well is the design here. As you can see on mine, it's almost like a soft touch feel type of material, and on the other colors it is a shiny plastic. And I think personally this looks best and probably feels best as well. It's not really that much of a fingerprint magnet as well, which I was quite shocked by. I was kind of expecting it to be, but I do like the design. It's quite minimal. When I first saw the release of these, I honestly thought that you look like a Teletubby. After being hands-on with them, they do grow on you, I must admit. I probably wouldn't wear them out the house, but that's just my personal opinion, and I don't really wear big headphones out. I'd rather wear buds. I would say for CMF, as a company that is from nothing, they've played it safe on the design, and they haven't really gone too outlandish with it. They have gone with tactile buttons, which I personally think's a great design choice. I know touch is the future, and you know, but it's just not ideal in your everyday scenarios, and if you've got wet fingers and stuff like that, it's just it becomes a pain. So the tactile buttons is a thumbs up from me to CMF on these. On here you do have the volume slider, which is a physical slider, so that is happy. So volume up, on, press it to pause, the basic kind of stuff. You have your USB-C charging, which is good, and these are meant to have 100-hour battery life, but it's 100 hours with no ANC on or anything like that, which isn't really bad, and it's about 50 with ANC on, so it is up there with some of the more pricey headphones on the market, and I think 50 hours is pretty good. The only downside is if you do use the 3.5mm jack on here, you still need to turn these on, which kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. I've used a lot of big headphones, and you can just plug them in even if they've run out of battery, and they'll work powered by the device that they're plugged into. So that is a bit of a shame that that is the case, and I'm not sure if this is something that could be fixed by software, but that is a thing. Now on to the energy slider. This was a massive selling point, the kind of whole shebang with these headphones, if you like. And I've played around with it a lot. Different types of music, like different genres of music. I've tried in the app to change the treble, the bass and stuff like that. But it honestly just kind of compresses the bass, and I don't know, you kind of lose the vocals and everything kind of becomes muddy behind that compressed bass, and it just doesn't feel natural in my opinion, obviously. And this could be on a case-to-case basis, because some people might like that kind of audio, some people might not, and I'm on the side of not really liking it. So the slider to me just stays off, I don't touch it, and generally with headphones I do like to just put them on, click play and enjoy my music. The actual cushions themselves on the earbuds are really cushiony, but I've noticed after wearing them for long periods of time and for weeks now, I do notice that they are starting to wear a bit, and that goes the same for the headband. The headband itself is quite basic. It's quite I'm still trying to figure this out, whether this material here on the adjustment is actually plastic or whether it's a really thin metal. And if you squeeze it, it is a bit squishy in my opinion. So, you know, the £79 price tag does reflect on some of these things in the design build, of course. But, and then going to the actual headpiece itself. Now, it looks nice, it looks quite minimal, but the problem I've had with these is over the last few weeks, obviously I've been wearing them, they've been sitting on my head, that tiny bit of cushioning on these has started to compress a little bit. So when I do wear them, there's points on the headset here that are quite sharp, and they actually start digging into my head, and I do feel that. And it's not that they're not comfortable, because when you do wear these, they are comfortable, but I'm just wondering about the longevity of wearing these over long periods of times, the months, a year down the line, to see how they withstand. And obviously no one in the public eye has been able to test them for a year because they haven't been out that long. So will these face the test of time? The sound quality for me is pretty good, kind of out the box. They do have the app, and it's a very basic equalizer. It's got nothing on the Nothing app itself, so it's literally just very basic, and I'll pop it up on the screen now just to show you what it does actually look like. Very minimal, not really too much you can adjust, and I hope that CMF do change this to be a complete customizable equalizer to fit everyone's taste, because everyone is different. The bass on them is pretty good, minus the energy slider, because I'm not counting that. I'm talking out the box experience. Pop them on, put Spotify on, and away you go. The bass is there, the vocals are pretty clear, and to be honest, I can't really complain for the £79 price tag, and that's something I really had to take into account. These are not a high-end headphone. They do come in at the under £100 mark, and yes, you can get other brands and other headphones that will outperform these for a similar, if not slightly cheaper price. But I think overall for £79, they are a good headphone. They're not really going to let you down. I can't say what they're going to be like in 6 months, what they're going to be like in a year compared to other brands that I have used for longer periods of time. But £79, I think they come in at a good price point. It's a lot cheaper than the Nothing headphones, and CMF being a budget brand of Nothing, I think they've done a fair job. Can I outright say these are the best headphones for £79? No, I cannot. But are they good? Yes. If I was I was given these, and am I happy with them? Absolutely. But if I was out there looking for £80 headphones, I probably wouldn't pick these up, as I don't have nothing else that is CMF or Nothing branding, and there are other options, of course. And even if you was to put an extra £20–40 into that budget, it's going to make a huge difference to the quality and the sound quality and build quality of the headphones that you actually buy. But CMF have done a half decent job with these, and in my opinion, they're not a bad buy. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and have you picked these up, or are you going to look to pick these up? And what are your thoughts on the build quality and the design especially, because tell it how it is. No, I'm joking. But yeah, they are alright. They're fine. But be sure to drop us a subscription, and I will catch you in the next video.